Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another, the fortnightly. You know what I'm saying? Manchester United, Chelsea, Spurs go. The Man show, the Man United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast meets Talking that Tottenham Talk podcast. So both the Chelsea and Spurs representatives will be here, people. But before we get into all of that, make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Let's bump up them likes. Share this across all of the socials as well. And that's me flawless. You can share from there on Twitter and Instagram. Same with Sarcasm City TV. And subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. It is road to 6K. So make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. But you know where I'm going to start? Obviously, I always try and bring you lot the best special guests when it comes to Sarcasm City TV, the best content. So this person here making their debut on the channel, long awaited. It's on me why he hasn't made his debut, but you got to give him the correct introduction. You may see him doing his thing on his own channel. You may see him on Barstool with Troops. You may see him with Carefree Lewis G, who's a regular here as well. Quality content creator. Let's get that right. Quality content creator, and is going to continue to go right to the top. Very level-headed. One thing, and I rate that highly, because you could easily try and go crazy in this content creator space and try and go viral. But nah, my man's level-headed, thinks out things thoroughly as well. Hilarious done as well. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. Man like Goonie in the building. Yes, Goonie, what are you telling me, man? You good? Yeah, no stress, man. So
I'm on mute. Hey, this is the third time I've done this today, my brother. I've done it like twice on my own stream. But listen, big up yourself. Thank you for having me here on the platform, man. It's been a minute since I've wanted to jump on here. Vice versa as well, man. You get me with both, but that's just it. It's life, innit? It just sometimes life gets in the way. But I'm here now. You're definitely gonna see my brother here on my platform as well. And also, hopefully, we're trying to arrange something for this week on your platform again, man. So yeah, this will not be my last time, man. So big up everybody in the chat as well.
Yeah, large up everybody in the chat. Like, I love to see everyone saying large up to Goonie. Jerry saying that. Big up Taza says big up Goonie. My guy knows ball, no pun intended. 100%. 100%. Ed says the same, as does the disabled team. Jez is also in the building. You know what I'm saying? The Spurs representative, part of the furniture here. Yes, Jez, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Love that. Yeah, man, we're going to get into everything. Of course, there's a lot to discuss with these three football clubs, Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final tomorrow, and Spurs playing Chelsea tomorrow as well. And Spurs versus Chelsea is always a big game. Always a big game. But when you look at what's going on with Spurs and their fans not being happy on all of them, and then Chelsea, just complete chaos going on at that football club. Goonie, I don't even know. There's so much to choose from with Chelsea. I'll let you start. You can start with the game against Spurs, the whole Potter in versus Potter out, your signings that you made in the window. It's totally up to you. Mason Mount, there's so many things to discuss.
There's a lot to discuss. So obviously I'll start off with the one that everyone wants to know usually, which is, am I Potter in or Potter out? At this point, I want the manager out, but as you know, I try to be level-headed. So I understand that potentially he's here for the long run. I've lost my trust in him because of what happened against Southampton, a 20th place team with no manager, looking more organized than us at Stamford Bridge. That's unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? So at that point, I lost trust. I felt valid excuses up until that point to defend the man. But that was the game where he really had to show some material. He had to get 3 points in that game, and unfortunately he didn't, which is why I'm in the situation that I'm in. But saying that, I'm not going to be one of those that's going to try and drive him out of the club. I understand that if he's here for the long run, there's no point in making the job more difficult for him, and you've got to get behind your manager ultimately. Do you know what I mean? So bearing in mind the Tottenham game tomorrow, man, I'm not confident. I hear several Chelsea fans saying 3-point lane, 3-point lane. Regardless of what happens, we always get the win out 3-point lane. But it just feels a little different this season. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go there and lose, because there are certain things, depending on team selection, that give me optimism for the game. At least getting something, even a point for me at this point. I hate to say it, but considering where we are, I would take it.
That makes sense.
I don't have the most trust in the manager, but depending on what he shows me on paper first will really depend on how I feel going into the game. But that's just like with every other game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I fully hear that. So you said there in regards to it, Potter out and losing trust because of the Southampton game, and then the lineup dependent when it comes to Spurs.
Yeah.
What lineup would you like to see? What is it? Because I'm guessing, this is just me guessing, and correct me if I'm wrong. You're more looking at the attacking players.
Not so much.
Because it
Not
seems
so
defensively are okay, but yeah, go on.
Not so much the attacking. It's in the middle of that park where we struggle a lot because we haven't really seen the balance that we need. And Chelsea, for several seasons now, haven't had your traditional defensive midfielder for almost 5-6 seasons, which to me is ludicrous. I've been calling out for this position to be addressed. We have one, but it seems like we'll be lucky to even get 15 games a season out of the guy. So for me, he's as good as useless, respectfully. Do you know what I mean? If you're calling it for what it is. However, he is fit for tomorrow. But I'm going to go into the lineup. So I'll go into the lineup. Kepa, for me, he's going to be my goalie. Yeah. Again, with him, he's not a long-term option, but this season, I can't really complain too much about his performances, so he holds down his position. The back four is going to be Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, and Reece James for me. The strongest back four currently on form, in my opinion, and obviously the paper don't lie, innit? Like, we haven't been winning games, but defensively, we haven't had a terrible record, and those four have been responsible for that. Then right in front of them, the pivot of Enzo Fernandez and Dennis Zakaria. Why? Because I feel that's the most balanced pivot that we can field at the minute. And that's what we've been lacking massively in the midfield, is we get opened up way too easily. We lack a presence. We lack that defensive-minded midfielder. Zakaria is that guy. And that will also, for me, allow Enzo to get involved in a lot more of the phases of the game. So whether he's coming deep to receive the ball in the middle of the park, or even trying to influence the final third, that quote unquote unlocks him. See what I'm saying? And then in front of that pivot, I'm obviously going to have João Felix. Either side of him, I'm still going to go with Mudryk. I know his form has been criticized by our own fans and fans outside of Chelsea, but you know, while he's here for the long term, he's part of the plans. We're in 10th place. Champions League places look way off it at the minute. Start integrating your team that are in your long-term plans and let them start building relationships on that side. I liked what I saw between Mudryk and Chilwell in terms of that partnership in comparison with him and Cucurella. So I think we need to still give him time and let him try and play. And then on that right side, Noni Madueke. A lot of people don't know that he's an ex-Spurs Academy player as well, so it's extra fire.
You mentioned that. I think Jez mentioned that to me. Sorry to cut you off. Somebody had mentioned that.
Yeah, so hopefully he's got that extra fire in his belly for the game. And to be fair on him, he's been one of the more positive signings. He's been playing well, in my honest opinion. And he might be one that goes under the radar in several seasons if he stays fit. And then down the middle, it's going to have to be Aubameyang. In my opinion, although I don't like the player personally for some of the things that he's done while he's been at my club, but in terms of who is the striker that I can trust the most in front of goal, history and record shows that Aubameyang is that guy, and nobody can lie with those numbers. Yeah, so look, and this against Spurs. I hate to admit his history as an ex-Arsenal man, but he knows what this game means more than anything.
That is true.
So that's going to be part of that. That's part of my decision as why he should go there. So that's my 11.
That's fair enough. So I see there you admitted, obviously, Mount, who is always a major talking point with your fan base.
Yeah.
Same as Kai Havertz as well. And on top of Mount being a talking point on the pitch, off the pitch, he's been a major talking point in regards to the whole contract situation. Where do you stand? Do you want to see him stay? Do you want to see him stay, but specifically for the right price and the right role? Or are you like, just get rid of him? Even if it's the right role, I'm just not with it. I don't rate him highly. Where do you stand? Because he's a very polarizing figure.
He is. That's true. He is. Now, Mace for me is a funny one, because if I heard that he renewed his contract, I wouldn't be overjoyed and I wouldn't be overly pissed. I'd be like, it is what it is. Because why I say that is because I've seen the ambition of the players that Todd Bowley and that are going for. And if we're going to continue to go for that quality, eventually it's going to work out itself that he's going to either have to sit on the bench or improve his performances. If he doesn't, he's still young enough for him to be sold on later on down the line. But where I stand with Mace, is I don't blame him for this situation in both the footballing side and off the pitch. Now, the footballing side, his development has been hindered so badly by Chelsea Football Club because he's not been able to hold down a single position and master it, essentially becoming the jack of all trades and master of none. I'm not saying he's that, but that's what happens if you spread yourself too thin. And I felt Chelsea have done that at his most formative years. And this is why you're now starting to see the decline in the player as much as you've seen it. I hate to admit it because I like the player, but the decline, you can't ignore it at this point. So with him, I don't hate him. I don't dislike the player. And again, I wouldn't be against seeing him stay. But in all honesty, there's other options ahead of him that I would rather see playing at my club. So I wouldn't be against him leaving, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it seems you let him go. Big up Surfer in the cut as well. Surfer, what are you saying? You good first and foremost?
I'm gonna have to run.
Yeah. Cool. Do your thing, man. No stress. It's all good, Goonie. Goonie will be back shortly. People, man, knows football. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna put the link in the title. Surfer, what are you telling me though? You good?
I was promised Peter would be here.
I'm sure he'll show up. I'm sure he'll show up.
Gracias to Gracia.
Yo, that's what he gets for trying to be slick and move to Southampton, innit? And with Hassan Hootel, and now he's in 20th. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what happens tomorrow, man. I got my victory today. That's all. I got it today. At work. It's all good. What are we talking about? The amount? Or...
No, I was just getting Goonie's thoughts. Obviously, I know your thoughts. We'll delve into that plus the game.
Don't worry, we're going to talk about that 80,000 more times this year. Anyway.
Yeah, before we get into all of that, over 30 of you lot locked in. We're only at 15 likes, so let's bump that up. Let's bump up.
Disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go 5 more likes. Let's get up to 20 likes, and we're looking for 5 new subscribers. Get us to 5,000. Shit, I can't count. What is 5,400?
Just say the numbers out to yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't.
And then put them together like that. It's all good.
I legit will, because I'm used to just going up in 5 and the number behind 5, behind the comma, being. You know what it is? Because the number, yeah. I'm just used to the number behind.
It's okay, man.
Yo, the number behind the comma is not mute. Like it's been the same. So I'm like, what's free? I'm trying to do 395 plus 5, and I couldn't.
Flawless will not be negotiating his own deals for this channel. It'll be someone else doing it.
My sister, okay? Just putting it out there. I'm gonna send this clip to big up to my big sister. Anytime you've seen any what's it called, sponsors of the channel, this is what I do. I'll get the email. This is what happens. I'll get the email. I'll read through the email thoroughly, and then I forward it straight to my sister's email. Then I message her and say,
"Are these numbers
look over this for me?" Yeah, and then she'll break it down for me. The fact I couldn't do, I need to go to bed, man. It's a wrap. Show is over. Like I couldn't do 295 plus 5. Like what is going on? This is a mess. Big up Peter in the building as well. Yes, Peter, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, man. Good, all right.
Oh my god, yeah, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 5 more subscribers get us to 5,400, man. 5 more subs.
This is no joke. They've got the Leeds Southampton highlights literally in front of me right now. Match of the day.
I'll kill you.
Oh my god. Whew. All right, but yeah,
hey, Peter, we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back to next week, man. Next week.
Never want to see that on watching on my TV again, dog.
I said we,
you jumped off the bandwagon, man.
Nah, he's back because Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones is gone, so I'm back on.
You're a club home, man. You're a club home.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Big up to Victor. It says 2 and 14 in any other club is a sackable offense, but for Chelsea it's different. I don't know why. More so, Victor. Go on, Peter. Why do you think why?
You know why? What do you mean? Because all the emotional intelligence and like the communication and the good vibes and the open door policy and the long-term vision and the plan and the structure,
dream journals,
all of the emotive buzzwords that people use and people are eating up. This all got put together hastily to make people feel better. So now the club is in a tough place because if they sack him right now, it looks like a completely chaotic situation. They look like they don't know what they're doing, even more so than they probably don't. So now it's like a balance of ego. It's a balance of trying to find the right man because the next man in charge has to be the guy. There is no more Graham Potter steps after the £100 million mistake that was Graham Potter.
There is no tomorrow.
After spending £600 million on the team, you can't just stumble around in the darkness that publicly for forever without people being like, hey, maybe these guys don't actually know what they're doing, which was an unpopular opinion back in September when I put it forth. But I was like, all right, we'll wait to see, man. I hope he figures it out for his sake so they can get to at least the summer. Because I'm telling you, if Chelsea loses tomorrow morning, disappointing Sunday for the Blues, and then they don't beat Leeds and they don't go through against Dortmund, I don't even know what the next game is, but I will not be there. I'll be honest.
Do you think Graham Potter will be there?
Leicester, isn't it? Leicester away.
Graham Potter will have to be there.
Do you think it becomes, even though you said that, Pio, do you think there comes a point this season where if you continue to lose at the rate and if you continue to lose or just not win at the rate he currently has, he states? Surely his position becomes
what I think, right, is these guys, the office was closed. They sent all the players home, whatever, had these random days off this week. They probably sat everybody down without Graham Potter in the room, said, all right, guys, no bullshit. What do we do next? Because we know where this is probably going. Let's start putting up contingency plans. They probably pulled him in the room and they were like, all right, this is what we need. We're trying to do this, and that. We're still behind you, all that stuff, but whatever. But my thing is, there's no real logic behind letting him go before the replacement and the next step in this process and this rebuild can be identified and brought in. Mm-hmm. What they can't do is make a knee-jerk reaction and then have no idea how they're going to proceed because they already did that. We handed a guy a supermax deal before assembling a brain trust. That's backwards. I told you about the marbles and the sand in the jar already.
You did say that. That was the
sand before putting in the marbles. We already fucked up, and then we had to pour some out, and it got all messy on the counter. Now they're saying your parents are upset.
It's a John Gruden contract. That's what it is.
Pretty much. That's what we did. Yeah. The Raiders got out of that because John Gruden couldn't stop harassing people and being racist. So they got out.
Come on, Potter.
Unless we can put a racist on Graham Potter's head, he's going nowhere, bro. It's true. We need a scandal or something to get out of this. But it's just slow down. I don't think I as much as it's going to be crazy toxic when we go 2-0 down tomorrow, as much as that's going to probably be funny to watch objectively, I don't think they're going to be a close and then just get an interim unless they can pull Gus Hiddink out of Curacao or wherever he was coaching most recently.
I think he's on ice. I think they froze him. This thing goes.
Bro, if they just defrost him, if we ever need you for
apparently Barry's going tomorrow. Barry in the next 2 games. He'll just compare notes.
This is my thing. Surely that's not that picture of them smiling next to each other on the training ground. Oh my god!
Before you continue, just answer this question. Yes, Victor, there is a watch along for Tottenham Chelsea tomorrow on the Twitch, so everyone knows. And continue to get your questions in. Keep it Manchester United, Chelsea, or Spurs related. Go on, carry on. I'll start the best ones.
But yeah, it's just I can't see them making a knee jerk reaction because I also can't see these guys going the interim route because if they do go the interim route, then we'll know they don't really have a plan yet. After talking about a plan and a vision and a synthesized future and moving towards the glory days and building a new Chelsea, it's all fun and games to dump on the previous manager and say these players told me this is the worst preseason they've ever had. It's all fun and games to say he didn't share the vision. That's all cute, but 2 wins in 15, the proof on the pitch doesn't lie.
I think the Dortmund game's the key one. Because essentially after Dortmund, you've got 15-0 games, really.
Oh, that's why I'm saying, no matter what happens, let's just say
tomorrow Leeds is not going to matter, no matter what.
Let's say we went on a nice winning run after Dortmund. If we don't win any of these next 3 games, or even if we, let's say spirited win tomorrow, then we don't beat Leeds and then we go out against Dortmund, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. He has to get positive results. And by positive results, I mean 3 wins. And the win against Dortmund needs to carry Chelsea through to the next round. Otherwise, I don't think there's any chance in salvaging his position at this club. I don't think it's possible. How can you bounce back from that? Spurs, Leeds, and going out in the UCL and getting disgraced like that? No.
So yeah,
No.
did they then bite the bullet and say, "All right, we have to let him go"? But then if they don't have the next guy ready, then it's an interim thing, and then it doesn't look. And say the interim is
So
not.
my
Say the
thing-
interim isn't inspiring. Say it's not interim. Who's like, say it will never happen. But say you got Zidane as interim, that's inspiring. And I'm not saying it would happen, people. So it was like that's never going to happen. I'm just using his name as an example. Or if they manage to get someone of the ilk of a Carlo Ancelotti, like a top level elite name in terms of management. So if you don't get that, then you're just back to square one pretty much.
So
Unless he is a bad manager than Paul.
My thing is they're just gonna leave the dead man walking out there until they can get the next guy lined up.
Oh, you reckon they're just like, all right, we gonna push you as soon as we got someone else.
Yes.
Okay.
It's that kind of thing.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
They'll have his desk packed up in the little boxes, out of the little boxes, and the moment they get next man in, he's gone.
Yeah. So they'll turn the key fob access onto from on to off.
Yep.
You won't be allowed no credentials. Stuff like that. I think they've already sounded out a few people. I'm sorry, man. That Hansi Flick thing. I'm sorry. You don't for Chelsea versus on Friday night. You don't go to England from Germany just to watch Kai Havertz. It just doesn't work. You know, it doesn't. Sorry, man. It just doesn't work. Please don't insult our intelligence. You're here to watch Kai Havertz. Like in the Dortmund one, fine. You know what I mean? It's a big game in Germany. It's the biggest game in Germany that week. You go, right? That he would have been seen there anyway, probably. But it's either him or they've sounded like someone else. I think they've already sounded out and put feelers out just to go
To see
if you are ready. You know, we're going to do this. Do you want to join? That's why I think the Dortmund game is key. I think the Dortmund game is key, and I agree with Peter. I don't think they do an interim. What's the point? You spent 600 million. What do you want to do an interim for? You want to get your guy in there. You want to get the next guy in there as quick as possible. If you go to Dortmund, you give him 15 games to mold something, to tune who you don't want out, and who's going to actually step up and adapt to your training. So if it's Hansi Flick or if it's someone else, I know Goonie's big on Hansi Flick and wanted him before Potter, obviously. So, but there's no. I'm sorry, like I said, you don't go to England on a Friday night to watch Kai Havertz against Fulham.
Exactly. He's not there for no reason.
What is that, man?
Wallace, how can we go from a manager on a supermax, right, to emotional intelligence, long-term plan and vision, and then have an interim 6 months later?
Yeah, that don't make no type of sense.
Come on, how can they look anybody in the face and have get laughed out the room?
Because you said long-term is the way forward.
Yeah, they said long-term vision and like 100-day analysis and constant communication. Nah, you can't have an interim.
Yeah. So,
I know interim that's available right now.
Like, I'm Hansi Flick. What are you doing this evening? I'm just going across to England to watch Fulham versus Chelsea. What? Why? Well, Kai Havertz is one player.
He loves Kai Havertz, to be fair.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't go there on a Friday night. I just like one player. I don't like most of these players. I'm not trying.
I think if Chelsea were playing in your back garden, sir, you draw.
I'm not watching. I'm opening my window to shout abuse, and that's it.
I call the police and say someone's trespassing.
Saying we're fucking shit.
Large of everyone that's locked in, continue to get your questions in as well. Big up Ram every single time. You know what I'm saying? Big up Ram every single time.
Great for Liverpool.
Hey Ram, man, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? Only no goals conceded as well. Yeah, they got a point. Shout out to you know what I'm saying, Liverpool clean.
I don't know how you sat through that whole game. I watched 11 minutes. I was falling asleep.
You know what it was? Because Daniel said it to me because I was like, yo, this game's decent. And then Daniel was like, no, you just enjoy Liverpool being shit. And
that's what you enjoy. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm saying that gives me great joy.
It's true.
Seeing Liverpool.
Saturday evening hating on Liverpool.
Yeah, it's Liverpool losing.
And I would do it again, god damn it. You know what I'm saying?
I know, that's what it is.
I seen everyone complaining about the game. I was like, yo, it's a decent game. Clearly, Liverpool misery brings me great joy.
Let's be honest. Tuesday, it was just a bonus Real Madrid in the game. They could have been playing Shakhtar Donetsk, and I would have been hoping I would have enjoyed it if they lost. I don't care about the game quality.
100%.
That's the bonus.
100%. Hey, Jeremiah, good to see you in the chat saying we're going to win tomorrow. Tomorrow going to be sick. Absolutely, man. Carabao Cup settings. You know what I'm saying? Carabao Cup settings going to be good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Jeremiah, make sure you enjoy watching the game, even though it's going to be nerve-wracking for you. I know this. But yeah, we'll do the business. Anyone actually know in the chat about Rashford's fitness? Has there been any reports, any news leaked out? Not rumors like have Manchester United said anything? Has Ten Hag said anything? Has Rashford said anything of note?
Not
Like,
seen anything, but then Twitter's not the best thing to go by. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the point. That's what I'm saying. And you lot,
just
there's just
HGH and you'll be all right, man.
there's 60 of you lot. This guy, there's 60 of you lot in here. And we ain't even, over 60 of you lot. We're even at 30 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes, man. Let's get up to 40 likes. What's going on? You lot taking liberties. Let's get up to 40 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Only looking for 5 new subscribers to get us to 5,400. Only looking for 5 new subs. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yes, I did the math. But yeah,
hey, yeah, what was this math that you were doing earlier? What's going on?
I was struggling, fam. I was hella struggling.
Were you telling them like 8 plus 6 is 16 or what?
No, fam. I couldn't do what? I couldn't add up 5,395 plus 5.
You literally read the numbers.
What?
I was struggling.
Were you counting on your fingers?
Oh, you know what it is? Because I've got it on the screen, so I let everyone know. So I have the subscribers. So normally I'm just used to saying, yeah, plus 5. So it will go from 5,390. We're looking for 5 subs. Yeah, it was up to 5,395.
You didn't know how many numbers you were away from the next like 9.
Yeah. So when we said so when he said 395, and I'm like plus 5, I'm like, yo. What is it?
Hey, geography.
Nah, man, this I went to the same school as C1. That's crazy.
I was struggling, yo. I was like,
yo. Hey, why is this random C1?
Hey, man, Jesus. And then I figured it out. So hit the subscribe button.
Hey, Flawless is the kind of guy, if he gives you a 20, you can give him a $5 back and he'll be fine with it. You know what I mean?
That's that South Manchester education, people.
Hey, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't this
yeah, hold that, man. Hold that.
1 orange. 2 orange.
Hey, Ram says, hey, what do you mean screw you, Ram? I don't like all this negative energy, man. You know what I'm saying? Why am I always being abused on my own platform?
Hey, one point closer to top.
Nigga, you can't do math, you deserve abuse.
What? Because I can't do math. What kind of thing? Hey, I was getting I was getting abused before you man knew knew I couldn't do math. Don't do that. That's no use as
but it works. Yeah,
but for you, Flores, you don't know how many times you were abused. That's the difference. You know
oh my god, yeah, like nah, this is never happening. One day we need a stream where Flawless does math and I'm talks football. See, look, man, I got jokes. Flawless. That countdown invite is on the way. People in the chat talking about Rachel Riley's job safe. Hey, fuck you lot, innit? He's not really jokes, you know?
Give me a vowel, please, Flawless. Number 5.
5. Hey, Ram, you know all about the number 5, innit? But hey, you lot. Oh my god! All right, let's get back to football. This is absolute chaos. It is. The Matthew says, "What do you think about the Glazers being there tomorrow? These parasites really need to get out of the club. I hope they're there so they get verbally abused. So I hope they show up. I hope they show up. I don't think they will. Because why are you going to show up to a place where you know that's me saying this? Because I show up here every day and get verbally abused. But this is by people through a screen. It's not 20,000 people, you know what I'm saying, screaming, telling you you're a wanker. And that's what happened to the Glazers.
No, you didn't even tell what 20,000 people are anyways. All you got to do is get 11 from around the corner and you're shook, mate. I can't count.
This guy, yo. Oh my god. Really had a brain fart live on stream, you know. But yeah, all jokes aside, to get him out of the club, Matthew, it's just all about the money. Like I said, once someone, whoever, whether it's the Qataris, whether it's Jim Radcliffe, whether it's Americans, whoever, it's all about the money. When someone puts up the right amount, 6-7 billion, whatever the asking price is, they'll go. That's legit what it is.
See that thing earlier today about them wanting like 8 billion or something like that?
I seen the one I seen it said 6, but yeah, with them it makes sense. I could see why they would ask for 6-7 billion. If I was owner of Manchester United and was selling it, I'd probably ask for 7-8 billion.
I mean, the irony of them asking for 6 billion when they've hardly put any of their own money.
Yeah, it's just no shame, man. It's not even no shame. It's just straight undignified. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got like the shamelessness, and then it's just straight, just no dignity whatsoever.
We've
like
literally put hardly any, if nothing, of our own funds back. But we want you to pay us 6 billion
People are going to be chanting Malcolm's in a box when the Glazers appear.
Thanks.
They're not
Yeah,
going.
I went to the protest, the first two, the one Saeed set up, and then the other one as well. And I heard that, I was like, yo, you lot are wilding. Like, I can't feel because you just heard the tune in it, so I didn't hear the actual like words that was being said. I just heard because the tune's catchy.
I'll never forget. You guys are playing Reading on like a random Monday night game, like a long time ago, and I heard it, and I was dying. I was like, "Wait, what? You guys are up like 4-0," and the people just. I was like, "Damn."
I like the way. I like Florida got with the tune first, and then you had the. Yeah,
because I just heard it in the background. I'm like, that's catchy, and then boom, I was like, huh? I was like, that is wild. I was like, I can't get that. And then like, even Northern was like,
even though the tune is dope. No,
oh yeah. Yo, the instrument, they were
the Jay-Z gift where he's head bopping in the background.
Yeah. The rhythm was banging. That's what I'll say. But the lyrics is trash. You know what I'm saying? But the actual instrumental is fire. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. 100%.
It's just the lyrics, really.
It was. And big up the chat in it. Mods, I know you man are patting it because I think someone was talking rubbish in the chat in it. Like, yo, if you want to complain in the chat, people, you don't have to be here. You're not forced to be here.
Wait. What are we complaining about in the chat?
Nah, someone was talking rubbish in the chat, but I think the mods have dealt with it. I must have missed it. You know what I'm saying? I missed it. So,
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm here.
Absolutely.
Jeremiah, keep it Jeremiah's thing up first.
Which one?
The one in all capitals.
What time was that? They say. Oh yeah, here. Oh, yo, when it said, how does it feel to be on the losing side? You put
first
an extra O in there.
First of all, take an O out of losing because that's losing. First of all, yeah, it's a bit of education for you. Be on the losing side. Hey, it happens, man. You've been like that for 6 years. Well, actually, you've been like that probably for the whole of the time you've been supporting Manchester United. So it's all good, man. It happens. I mean, you know what? The question really should be directed to Jez, really.
Hey,
he's on a losing side.
Hey, just hold that, fam. Hold that.
Dortmund is top of the league, man.
Oh, wow. Wow. not for too long, but Jez knows. Jez has been on the losing side for every team.
Only cup 90, man.
Hey, Napoli won today. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Napoli won. Yeah.
Dortmund won. Napoli won. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm here, to be honest. But I'm just sitting.
Facts.
Yeah.
I've gone into it. I think that site we looked at last night is pretty legit. I think it's fine. The kits one. So I'm going to get that Palmer one, I think. Definitely.
Hey, there we go, man.
Yeah, man. Do your thing. For new people joining, yes, we do talk about. I just seen what man got banned for. Yes, we do talk about football, but we also run jokes and bants. That's what goes on over here.
Yeah, sorry, we're actually friends and have normal conversations.
Yes, that's what it is. We're not just here just talking robots. Guys, like we will get to the football.
What does this channel, guys in the chat, and everyone knows that in the chat, what does the friggin' name of the channel say?
It's not just a football. Yes, people, it's not just a football channel. That's not dispute.
Yeah, I'm so sorry you want to hear us talk at length about Manchester United in a cup final, fucking Tottenham and Chelsea. I'm so sorry. 2 of these 3 topics are absolutely depressing, and the one that isn't is one I have no interest in. All right? So I'll be honest. I wasn't going to show up. I wasn't. I don't want to. I just stream first Saturday off in forever, and my team play like dickheads, and I'm upset. All right? I can't believe this fucking grimy guy to my left is celebrating this. I can't believe this. This guy's celebrating a Leeds result to see me upset. That bothers me. That bothers me. Look at this guy.
It's because you.
Sorry about that, lads. My food got lost, and I had to keep going up and downstairs.
It's cool, man. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good.
Reunited with it, Goonie. That's all that happened.
It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But Goonie, we obviously was talking about it just before you had left in regards to Potter, and Peter had mentioned it. And when do you think it becomes a point where, yes, the Chelsea board and hierarchy want long-term? You know what I'm saying? They don't want short-term fixes. It's long-term, back the manager. But with these games coming up that you have been in so important, Spurs, Dortmund, Leeds, if he loses all 3 of them games, do you think he can stay? Or do they have to pull the trigger?
I think because we're in a tricky situation, because if you sack Graham Potter now, there's nobody immediately free and available. yes, there's interest in Hansi Flick, but he's got Germany, and Germany are about to play the Euros, a once in a lifetime opportunity for him. So I imagine he's going to want to stay for that. So if we sack him, do you know what I mean? There's not really a target that they want to bring to the clubs from what I hear. So look, if he loses, I think his job will definitely be under review by the summer at bare minimum. But if there's an inkling that Chelsea can somehow get Hansi Flick, then he might be sacked sooner rather than later, especially with the news recently coming out that there's a clause, there potentially could be a clause that says if he falls below a certain, I think it's something like if he falls below a certain win percentage or something along them lines, they don't have to fork out all of that compensation money. So it's not beyond the realm of impossibility, honestly. Yeah.
All right, that's it. And that is the problem that the Chelsea board have, because if you keep him, then it looks bad and results bad. The players ain't performing well. Just overall, the team's not performing well. Fans are unhappy. But then if you sack him, you go against everything you had stated. Once you brought him in, well, just before you brought him in. Because on Tuchel, Goonie, you didn't want him sacked. Did you want Tuchel to continue on, to stay on?
With Tuchel, I understood why he was sacked. It was just the when that didn't make sense to me. And I think that's the case with the majority of the fans. I mean, I understood why he had to leave the club because, again, if we're being 100% real, the results with Tuchel towards the end were quite shocking as well, if we're being honest. But yeah, for me, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just the timing. It was the timing that was the case for me.
Got you. No, that's fair. That makes sense because the timing didn't make sense. Like from the outside looking at him, and I was like, you spent all this money and then sacked him.
Five games in, or however many games in after the transfer window's closed. It's almost like a waste of. I'm not saying the players are a waste of money, but if you're gonna buy for a manager. Why do all of that shopping and then sack him a few days later when the window closes? Makes no sense, bro.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make no sense, absolutely. And yes, people, there's over 70 of you lot locked in. We're only at 35 likes. Let's bump that up, man. Let's get up to 50 likes, you lot. Over 70 in the building. Hit the like button. Subscribers, we're only 4 short of the subscriber target. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to add Goonie's channel to the title as well, but make sure you go check it out. I'm going to add it to the title in a second. Continue to get your questions in. Just keeping me, like I said, United, Chelsea, or Spurs related. So, Goonie, with everything you have said, prediction for the Spurs-Chelsea game tomorrow.
Again, this prediction is very heavily reliant on what formation I see. If it's the lineup that I gave you, I think that we can at minimal get a 2-2 draw. I think that we can do that. We could possibly even come away with a win and shock. We could do it. I mean, it's you know what they say about derby games, Spurs, the form goes out the window. I mean, look, the squad. Listen, the squad itself. That 11 is not terrible. It's capable of getting goals.
No, the 2 goals is throwing me for a loop.
Yeah, I know. No, I hear you. I hear you.
I hear you.
But we gotta start somewhere.
You might be able to tell me on a jammy 1-0 win, but 2 goals. I don't know, Chief.
Yeah, one of them's an own goal.
I said I don't know about that.
If we get an own goal, then I hear it. Like,
he was like,
by our team.
He was like, I was with you till that point, Goonie, bruv. Yeah, too far, mate.
2 goals. Have you seen us?
Well, no, do you know? But honestly, I think we can do it, man. I think we can get a couple goals against you. We create opportunities, we just don't put them away. If Aubameyang's there, he'll be able to do it. But if it's not a lineup that makes much sense, I think that Spurs will be favourites. But again, I will never vocally say that my team will lose. And I'm just gonna again go with a draw. Maybe a 1-1.
You know what's crazy? I've never seen 2 fan bases be in complete agreement about not winning a football match. Like it's mad. Never before have I seen.
No one's confident.
Nobody. When I talk to Chelsea fans or hear Chelsea fans talk, they're not predicting a win. But then when you switch it to Spurs fans are saying the exact same thing. Like Jez, you there?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. What are you saying about the game tomorrow? I'm saying Spurs versus Chelsea at your ground. See, man laughed.
Oh my god! Now the funny thing is here, where are the 2 goals from us coming? That's the real question. Like, I'll be honest. Like,
You
we
got
never
Harry Kane,
scored.
no? Don't do that. You do
We
have
got
Harry Kane.
We have Harry Kane. We got Harry Kane, but we got the assistant of the wick wearing spaghetti eater shit. I'm tired. I'm tired of. I'm tired of like. See, you know what it is here? Chelsea are at the worst. I looked at the stats. I looked at everything. Everybody's pretty much put out. The fans might jump him if Chelsea. If they lose tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's still tomorrow. Yeah, if they lose tomorrow, the fans might jump in the stadium. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the thing is, everything is aligned for like a 2-0 disappointing evening for the Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow. Like, I'll be real, like it just doesn't. I don't know what it is. Chelsea somehow will just pull out something. Havertz, Madueke, just gonna come out of nowhere, score 2 goals, and then just gonna leave the Tottenham Stadium with another clean sheet. I don't know what it is. We just hate playing Chelsea. These guys love playing us. I don't get it. Like, but then when I watch Chelsea play Arsenal, all of the sudden they look like Space Jam.
Yeah.
All they take the super holes and shit away, or abilities away and shit. Like, this was what happens when we play Chelsea every single time. That's why I'm not confident for tomorrow. And we dog shit as well. Like, we got a wing back and left wing back. There's old as shit and can't defend. We have a left winger who can't dribble the ball. No first touch, no shimmy. Only thing is left being a super sub. Our only good player up top at the moment is Harry Kane. Kulusevski completely out of form. Our second best player, you can argue, is Emerson Royal. This is an issue. I'll be honest.
He's been doing business though since Pedro Porro was signed. He has his form.
You know it is, yeah. You know it is. He became a father in it.
Time chamber paid off.
He became a father in it, so he had to step up. But
this guy is what?
Baby needs nappies and all that, innit? Trust me.
I'm saying, like, you have to step up as a father, though, innit? So,
yeah, you're right.
He's stepped up this game as well, but
he's paid by performances. I forgot. Yeah.
Hey, Declan Rice felt the two, but nah. Again, our centre backs. We have Dum and Dubber at left centre back and central centre back. Then have Romero, who's probably gonna be flying into somebody from 50 yards out of nowhere and trying to get a yellow card. And then our goalkeeper can't move. Literally. Our goalkeeper reacts so late for saves. I don't know. By the time the goal is in, he's still diving. This whole late he reacts to goals from. So really and truly, and then we have an assistant manager of the, like I said, the wick wearing motherfucker, Antonio Conte. Like, I'm tired. I'm just tired of this team. I'll be honest. My season's technically over. I don't care about this game. I don't care about the next game that we have. I don't even know who we play next game. I'll be honest. I only care for the FA Cup game, and I only care for the Tyre versus Milan. But then again, Conte is back for the Milan game. I'm scared already. So it is what it is. From like, I think Chelsea, they're gonna beat us. They're gonna get something out of it because eventually they have to kickstart their season somewhere. And what is the better place than Tottenham?
You know, it's funny, right?
Go on.
You didn't know where Tottenham were in the league. You'd be thinking Jay's talking about some team placed in 12th
Facts
out of every cup. You know, these guys are.
It's a false image. So
No, I know. Listen, I know. You're not talking. I know. But what I'm saying is, he's talking as a team in 4th. Is it 4th still? Is it 4th?
Yeah, they're 4th.
Yeah,
Fourth.
Yeah, Champions
Still
League
in
spot.
the FA Cup. We'll probably go through in the FA Cup and still have a fighting chance in the Champions League.
Will we?
You know what I mean?
Will we?
But I will say this: he is right. There's some weird. I don't know. It's, and for me, it's personal, but that's the side. But there's some the Tottenham Chelsea games are just so weird. Like, the rivalry is not a normal rivalry in terms of like we're battling each other for cups or something like that. And even like you could say, oh well, you're in London. It's not even that. It's just some weird thing. It's like that Brighton Crystal Palace one, or the A23 Derby or whatever it's called, that bullshit one, right? Or something like that. It's like that. It's just there's no reason these two teams should have these games where form goes out the window like that. It's just no reason. I don't think it will happen.
Before you continue, just hold up. Before you continue, Goonie, I know you got a dip. Because I know you're here for a short time. Bless up for jumping on first and foremost. Secondly, definitely gonna get you back on as well.
Yeah, man.
Let them know where they can find you, all that good stuff. What you got coming up next week. anything else you want to add?
Well, let's try and get me back on this week because I
definitely
some more time on
definitely
the channel, definitely.
100%.
But as for me, Man Knows Football, that's where you can find me. I've already done a preview for the game. I also went live earlier with Eunice as well. So definitely give those two a listen. Appreciate that. We're on the road to 20K as well. So hit that subscribe button, people. But big up all the chat, big up everyone here. Obviously, Flawless, Winter Surfer, my guy Petros, big up yourself, Jez as well. Big up yourself, man. And people, support the channel, man. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, man. Let's get Flawless up there. Let's get the numbers up.
Big up, man. Appreciate it. I've just added Manuel's Goonies channel to the title, people. His channel is in the title, so you can click the link in the title. We'll open up a new tab and you can go subscribe, roll to 20K. So go get him to 20K because you're going to see him over here more often. You lot already know what it's like, regular watchers. There's plenty of Chelsea content creators over here as it is. So yeah, you're going to see him over here. But yo, Goonie, love for jumping on, man.
Yeah,
Much
man.
appreciated. Defo this next week, we're going to start saying out 100%.
100%. Yeah, man. Big up everyone as well, man. Respect.
Love Goonie, yeah? Every time. Big up, man. Big up,
man.
Just a side note.
Yeah, it's cool. Go on.
Thing of Flawless' problem with numbers, he won't know if it goes over a certain total anyway. You have to tell him, so it's all good.
I fucking hate you.
I just want to say something quickly.
Right, no,
see,
I just want to say, it's like, go on, Jess, go on.
Yeah. Nah, it's just seeing because I see in a comment literally from Danny, obviously support Spurs as well. It's lucky that we're playing a team who can't score goals. Guess what? Dr. Tottenham. Guess what, man? Chelsea's gonna score 2 goals from. Like, this is what we do. That's what we're gonna do. I already know. Like, and this is the thing. Like, and I'm already mentally prepared to be called Banter Job, Spursy. How can you lose to a team that doesn't score goals? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already prepared for all this. I'll be real. I take control right now, even though Chelsea are playing like terrible. Like, Victor, you asked who's scoring. I told you, Madueke is gonna score against former club. And then you see Havertz finally score a goal. I'm saying, like, we just dog shit, man. We are dog shit. I don't believe in this team. I really don't. There's more faults in this team than believers.
Do you remember if we? I know did we beat you in 15-16 at your ground? Was that a draw? I know the Stamford Bridge one was
we beat them. That was when Costa threw the bib at Mourinho.
I said, did we beat them?
0-0.
Oh, 0-0.
Mourinho and Hazard fucked up a 1v1.
That's right. But that's the thing. It's like there's some weirdness that with these games they just like Chelsea just turn up most. You know,
it's not even when it comes to Tottenham Chelsea, nobody talks even about when Tottenham play Arsenal. Always and previously say phone goes out of the window, but when it comes to Chelsea Tottenham, nobody says that because this doesn't feel like a rivalry. But because both teams are kind of London, both teams are like in the big 6, it gets talked about like this. But really and truly, like, and obviously the fans hate each other as well because obviously when you're getting beaten up by Chelsea fans and then they tell you you're a small club, of course, then the fans gonna get angry from Tottenham, isn't it? So I guess it's that. But I don't know. Like I said, it's only for these are the only 2 games Chelsea probably gonna turn off for the. It's the only game probably Chelsea would be looking the best this season. In this Tottenham,
It's so weird. It's like us with it. I don't know if you agree. It's like us when we go to Everton all the time. We can go to Everton with our best teams, and we have done. We can go in the best form, and we just. I don't know what happens, man.
It just grounds. I think all. That's the thing is. I think all teams have that where they'll have that ground where they do just very bad at. No matter what's going on, they just perform badly there, and then they'll have that ground that they just do exceptional at and have pretend like if you.
We were
at our own front.
We were undefeated.
I'm saying
we're undefeated.
They're undefeated in this. That's what I'm saying. Undefeated there, here as well, and the Bridge. We can't do shit either. Like I said, it's not even our stadium when we play Chelsea. It's Chelsea Stadium. It's just that they can't have more fans in there because our technical, like, you know what it is? Chelsea bought the stadium, but we paying the rent. This is what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of this, man. Like, I'll be honest. All these Tottenham fans that are confident for the game and saying the team needs to get a result, I'll be honest. Don't be disappointed. Disappointing 2-0 loss for Tottenham.
Crazy. Go on, Seth. What was you going to say?
Get ready. Get ready for United to
I
find
can't.
that.
I can't remember.
Right, it's cool.
I don't know,
But yeah, all teams do that. Like with United, like with us for years, it was Aston Villa. No matter what form we was in, that was just a place where we just won consistently. Like it kind of tailed off like after Fergie. But if you look at Fergie's record there at Villa Park, shout out Villa. We just did the business. Even the semi-final against Arsenal when Giggs scored that goal, Villa Park. Like we just consistently, and then there'll be other grounds we go to where we struggle. The Bridge, that was us. We always used to. We went. I think we went.
Old Trafford was ours.
Yeah, I think we went like 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without 10 years,
I think we're 10 years this year about our last victory at Old Trafford is 10 years.
That's crazy.
Hi Havertz, you criminal.
Look at this. I just
right?
got a message and just got told. Wait 1 second. Hold up. I just got told. I'm just prepping the syllabus so I can teach you math. You know what I'm saying? This is our messages I'm receiving.
Who's that?
Hey, hold that, man.
Who sent you that?
People out here taking shots, yo. People out here taking shots. Nah. Someone I know. Someone I know ain't random people. WhatsApp message. This guy's such a dick. But yeah, I'm receiving WhatsApp messages. Someone I know. I'm saying that to me about y'all prepping the syllabus. See, everyone got jokes. And look at this. I was saying pick up the paddle foot. I didn't even say nothing to C1. This is crazy, you know. This is crazy. But go on, you lot carry on. Say what you were saying.
No, it's I think we're apart from the League Cup, I think we're undefeated in the league at the new YR Lane, or because they haven't sold the naming rights yet, so it's the new YR Lane. But we're undefeated there, and listen, it's not as intimidating as the old YR Lane was, even though we used to rock up there and we called it 3-point lane for so many years because no matter what, I remember we smashed them 6-1 there once, like in the late nights. It's like. We had like rubbish plays. we had like a guy called Mark Nichols scored twice or something like that. But I don't. It's very weird. I don't know what it is. It's just it's one of these games that you can't. You literally go as we are. We could come into this game not one in like I don't know how long we haven't won in for, but a lot. And then we can just turn up and just win. I don't expect us to at all. Given that I've got no confidence, I usually have supreme confidence in us doing something against Spurs, no matter what. But the way this team's been playing, I can't logically say, without doubt, we're going to grab something. I'm not even confident for a draw.
If we don't win, we won't get our first win in 2023 until March.
That's right. March the 11th will be, that's the Leicester game. You're probably not going to get it.
Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. Chelsea.
If we don't win between now and international break, we don't win till April.
Let's go, man. I'll make it continue.
How?
Shut up for us, man.
This guy.
That's technique, man. That's actually
because you have guys like Kyle Havertz sneaking up the joint. Oh shit!
And what about Richarlison?
Yeah, man, 0024, man.
Yeah, 0024.
Who?
24.
Yeah, 0024 is peak.
Wait, who? The Brazilian. Wow, man. No, what? I don't even want to. I don't see. I'm going to tell you something about Richarlison. That guy.
Let me tell you something about.
I used to pray when I heard the rumors about Chelsea potentially hijacking the deal. I used to pray for times where Chelsea was just going to hijack this deal. You know how they did us with William? I was praying Richarlison's going to do the medical and he's going to go to Chelsea. I was praying for that. Bro, we paid 60 mil, bro. 60. That's 2 centre backs. But now, Conte, hey, what does he bring? Pressing intensity. We paid 60 million for pressing, bro. 60. 6-0, bro. I'm not over it, bro. That's 2 centre backs. That's two. Richarlison's the reason, but I still have to watch Eric Dyer in long day. And Conte's the reason as well, because Conte can't work with 2 others other than Guardiola or Bastoni. He can't work with any other centre back apparently. So it has to be these 2. That's why I hate this Conte, bro. He brought me Richarlison. He's 0-20, 0-7, 0-0-2-4. No goals, no assists. He got me 2 goals versus Marseille and disappeared for the rest of the season.
24 is nasty behavior. You know?
Right.
That is nasty
people,
behavior.
and let me tell you why people don't care about. Every time I see those tweets about nobody's talking about this flop, because nobody gives a fuck about Richarlison. Who the hell cares about Richarlison? The only reason people care about Richarlison is because we say 60 million. That guy is ass cheeks, man. Ass. And I keep getting told, yeah, but he's not playing his best position. Of course he's not playing. That's on the manager. But the manager wanted him. So the manager wants him to play on the right, and he can't get the best out of him. He wants him to be a touchline winger. Don't say this. What I'm saying. That's why I feel sorry for Harry Kane. I'm sorry. Like, we have too many clowns. We have a fake manager. We have a manager with fake hair. We got people with no hair at the board level. Like, no, I'm saying. I feel sorry for Kane. See, if Haaland wasn't in this league, no, because nobody talking about how many goals Kane has this season in the league, and you wouldn't in the way we play, you wouldn't think that. And then I have these psychos who say Conte must extend his contract. For what? To chase Guardiola and Bastoni again, just get another loan signing in, man. Like, nah, bro. 60 million with Richarlison, bro. You bought Perisic and Perisic. Like, I was like, you know what? Let me give you some time still. But bro, that guy's old as fuck. The guy is just he's trying to find these disguised crosses. He's trying to cross it until it hits somebody. Oh, defensively, he can't defend. He can't. His shooting is awful. Emerson can finish better than him this season, you know.
That was a cool calm and collected finish by Emerson against West Ham, I think it was.
That was one of the best finishes I've seen from my wingbacks this season. And it's the worst wingback. He's not even a wingback. So I'm like, we got clowns at the front. We have the clowns in the board. We have clowns as the manager. We have clowns in the defense. The goalkeeper is drunk every Valentine's Day, doing too much with his misses. Like,
who's doing too much with that misses? What did he do with his misses? What did Hugo Lloris do? What have I missed?
Bro, Valentine's Day, going freaky, fam. Going freaky, and then when game time is on,
his head's not in the game.
This guy just scores own goals. Let the ball go into the own net. Like, I don't say, like, it's a whole clown show. That's why I don't care about Richarlison. People control Richarlison all they want. I'm in the Arsenal GC with Liverpool fans there too. They say, Richarlison, do they feel I give a fuck? Richarlison could be sold tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I'm like, and I see some random links about Real Madrid are interested in Richarlison, and I get in those alcoholic Tottenham fans. I get told by them, yo, but Real Madrid wants Richarlison. How can you not rate him? Bro, Real Madrid wanted Harry Winks and Højbjerg. All right, man. All right, cool, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of this team, fam. Like, I'll be honest. My season is already over. It's literally still February, but my season is over.
You know, you like the Liverpool fans. You tough. You like the Chelsea fans. You can all hold hands together. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
I'm not tough, bro, because I'm not getting a trophy.
Oh, that's
Chelsea's probably gonna get a trophy next season. Liverpool had at least joy. United can probably win a trophy today. Like, bro.
You better fucking win. I swear to God.
Hey, sir, for what back-to-back wins for Graham Potter?
You
got mute for your hold that.
You had 3 in a row at one point. Shut up. All right?
I don't get joy.
I've had 2 since then, all right?
I don't get joy.
This little nigga flexing, man. Put them shits away. Hey, Flowers, what's 6+6?
Oh, my shit is lagging. Bro.
Hey,
No stress, Jets.
Peter, don't go too high. Let's start
He
with
couldn't answer because he didn't know. He couldn't answer because he didn't know.
2 + 2 plus, flawless, man. It's not 5, by the way, just in case you say it.
Yeah. Go on, Jess, carry on.
I'm saying, but what I was saying, man, like, I'm saying, this team is so depressing. Like, and I'm watching fit. And bro, and then I have a manager who plays fit. Hey, this is not even important.
Everyone sent another Jaude message.
Hey, Jaude, you put it in the chat. Hey, see what? I'm with you on that. Jaude. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you.
Bro. I have to watch this.
I hope he doesn't start, Steve.
And then Oh my God! Like I have to go.
Wait, who did they sold? Who did they sold that you got
Me
through?
on FIFA. They put me on the
right,
transfer
okay.
list.
Wait,
I got
Hey,
injured.
hold that, Jess. Hold that.
Bro, the other day when I put the picture of like when I got my player got injured.
what?
Yeah, for
I
3
didn't know
months.
this. Oh,
For
geez.
3 months, generally
Hold that, by the way.
disguise
Enjoy playing for Body or somebody like that, man.
Bro, I'm sorry, but that guy
Now you gonna end up at Union St. Gelo, fam. We'll go and carry him.
And don't
don't say
disrespect
that.
Union Saint Gilles, all right? We're not doing this.
Yeah,
Why
like,
you
you
gonna do
don't want to back us.
Oh yeah, hey, to Big Midway as well. Big up. Of course, if you lot super chat, we'll get straight to your questions, people. But I've started all the best ones. Don't worry. Midway, I know it was you on Twitter as well. He was at me, so big up to you as well. Says, Grazie masterclass. What the fuck have I missed? I'll let Surfer explain that. This is a question for Surfer. Yeah, man.
Hey, why would you Surfer the mic, man? Like, oh,
because you need to take 5 like Liverpool. That's why we gonna get back to you. Don't worry.
So Peter was disillusioned with life at Chelsea. Stuff like that. Disillusion in all sports, really.
I'm still disillusioned with life at Chelsea.
Yeah, disillusion life at Chelsea. Decided to pick another team to support. And Peter's got a lovely Disney-filled backstory about why he chose Southampton, but who gives a fuck? So he chose Southampton and realised he didn't just jump from another trench. He went into a black hole portal of a trench, all right, which he's never escaping from. He got all happy last week when Southampton beat Chelsea. New manager bounce, all that shit. Nathan Jones out. They gave this guy the job until the end of the season. But what happens? They come to Ellen Road and they get the Gracia masterclass. 1-0 to Leeds. Southampton further down in the trenches. They're nearly dead. They're nearly gone from the championship. Well, to the championship. And I'm leaving with something, man. Peter's tears, they're like unicorns, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to collect them. That's all. It's all good, man.
The only thing I say is
big up before you go, Jez.
I had the white man praying on my downfall on Black History Month. This is unbelievable.
Midway, big up for the super chat. Much appreciated. There's over 80 of you lot locked in, over 85. Yo, let's get up to 70 likes. We're at 56 likes.
Man.
Like check 1212. There's over 90 now. Let's get up to 70 likes.
You see how Surfer did? You see how Surfer trying to do us out here?
Yo, we're one short of 5,400.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Are you sure?
No.
Tell me the numbers, and I'll tell you if you're right or not.
I thought after 1-2 goals free.
Yeah, we hit it. Hey, big up to you lot. We're at 5,400. So salute.
No, we don't know, guys. Brewers could be looking at anything. We don't know.
Salute to you lot.
Nah, I do need to say something.
Yeah, go on, Jez. The floor's yours.
Only today confirmed again. When you're in the trenches, don't trust light skins. It so happened to go.
Thank you,
today.
Bazunu. One eye open. Open. How are you letting that shot go under you? Disgraceful. Also,
he's
on Watch You. You are the shittest striker I've ever seen. I can't believe it.
Is that a tall black guy up front?
Yes, that's literally.
You were praising him. You were praising him during the week.
Yes, but I've seen enough. He's not out of football.
What a flip flop.
Facts. When you're down in the relegation zone, that's what you have to do. Facts. But no, I can't believe I did a stream for that. I just can't. It was disgusting.
Oh, that was disgusting. You didn't enjoy the stream, no?
No, not at all.
I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm glad your team lost. Glad your team lost.
What team lost?
Your real life team. I'm glad you lost.
Yeah, Trench FC.
Facts.
My God, that'd be a fine name for a team, by the way. But yeah, go on, just say what you're gonna say.
I was saying, I just realized it's a new day, so fuck content. Daily fuck content intake.
Fez. Let's see what's going on.
Did you say it's a new day? Yes, it is. Is that what you just said?
No, it's a new day, so fuck content.
Oh, right.
Pep says winning the Carabao Cup started our winning mentality in Hungary. It's a very important step and a trophy. Yeah, I've seen why Pep targeted the Carabao Cup, and that's why I don't understand people turning up their nose at it. We've seen Pep do it. We've seen Mourinho do it at both Manchester United and Chelsea. Why would we seen Sir Alex Ferguson do it as well? So why would you not? It doesn't guarantee you're going to be successful afterwards, but it's a great platform to win silverware so early in February. You can be winning silverware when certain team seasons is over. Talk to a Liverpool fan. Their seasons is over. It's done. Got nothing to look forward to.
Hey,
Yeah,
they're still going back to the Bernabeu. Like,
yeah, man,
they can still-
Istanbul. Taza says
Exactly,
Sarcasm
man,
City is
come.
actually just Darwin Nunes, up and coming talent channel. That's all chaos. Expected chaos side. That's what we are.
Himself.
Man just said, yeah, you are, yeah. You are expecting chaos, Taza. Flawless. What did you think of De Jong on Thursday? Would you take him at United, or is there another midfielder you prefer, like a Bellingham? I thought De Jong was very good. I said this. Obviously, Matthew, I know you weren't there, but I was praising him. I seen him for the first time properly in the World Cup, and I was super impressed with him. And even in that game there, I was like, very good midfielder. But in regards to him coming to Manchester United, he don't want to be here. So if he wants to stay in Barcelona, go and get another midfielder. Bellingham, is he the profile that we need? I like Bellingham, but I'm not too sure if he's the profile we need. But if United were to go in for Jude Bellingham, I'm cool with it. It's just more so the price point.
Remember Liverpool?
Yeah, Liverpool are getting him. It's more the price. I don't think any player is worth 100 M's. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Not called Kylian Mbappe. I think there's a player
Liverpool
worth
only going to pay 35 apparently for him.
Hold on, the real question is, which Bellingham are we talking about for Liverpool? Job or Jude?
What you reckon they're gonna get his brother? You don't think they're gonna get Jude?
I mean, at this stage, they got no money, no Champions League money. To be honest,
get the investment, right? Investment will come in.
Staying at investment. No, say like
investment. Investment.
Staying at Dortmund at this stage, staying at Dortmund is a better option than going to Liverpool, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Why would you go Liverpool in a full on at the start of a rebuild? Like, it's not like they're 1 or 2 players away. They are now starting a rebuild, and there's no guarantee that they have the finance to do that. FSG going to give them 250 M's to spend this summer, because that's what they need, or even just 200 M's.
150 goes into Judeman, and they got nothing left.
Just legit. And to Danny, you said, did you actually do a watch along for Southampton versus Leeds? Peter did a watch along for Southampton.
Yes, we
versus
did.
Leeds. It's on the Twitch.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Jez was there. I think Taz has shown up. Who else was there? I was there. Who else showed up? Alam pulled up. So yeah, it's on the Twitch.
Alam was there. Cams was there. Jez was there. Surfer was in the comments like a prick. I'm missing somebody. I don't know. Tomatazo was there.
Trying to crush on us, man. We already done. It's crazy.
Hey,
it's cool. And Pep, no one's gonna ban you. It's calm. You know what I'm saying? And that it's good. Taza just said that himself. There's no need to beef or have any issues in the comment
Pep
section.
only you gotta listen, man. Like this.
Look, I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's no tribunal to discuss if you get banned for whatever. Like, look, if you guys are on some crazy shit and somebody bans you, then like I can't help you, because it takes a lot to get banned here.
It is.
All right?
And yeah, so yeah, and that's to everyone, not just you, Pep. Everyone just chill out and be cool, and then there's no issues. You know what I'm saying? Flawless, I wish I had more of your optimism, confidence in United winning. I get it. I get so nervous and negative on my team. The nerves, I understand, of course, because it's an important game. I don't see why you get negative when you look at, like, my confidence comes from past performances and past results. That's where it stems from. If we was bad, then I wouldn't be confident going into games. But because we're actually putting in good performances, getting great results. Look at our run. Like, it don't mean we can't lose today. Of course, it's technically today now. Of course, we could lose to Newcastle. But if we lose, we still West Ham Wednesday. So it's like we still have to go. We're still in the Europa League. We got Real Betis. Like, there's still things to look forward to, and setbacks are going to happen. So you should be there. And plus, we're a better side than Newcastle. If that's what it is, we have a better manager and we have a better team. So that's why I'm confident. Whether Rashford's fit or not. Because if Newcastle had the better team and had the better manager, I'd be like, all right, they're favourites for this. And that's cool. It don't mean you can't win because you're not favourites. Line up for tomorrow.
He said also consider
Rashford is fit to start. The same team against Barca. I want to drop Fred, but I can't because he played well in that second half. So
I go.
Would I go this? Yeah, I'd probably go. I go the same team. Yeah, I go the same team. Same team, same lineup. So De Gea and goal, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Varane, Martinez, because they perform well. I'm saying in particular the back four. Casemiro, just Casemiro's as always. Fred was good in the second half. I would play Sancho in the 10, Bruno right, Rashford left, and Weghorst up top. That's what I go with. And then it leaves it with Sabitzer off the bench, Gallo off the bench, Anthony off the bench, Garnacho off the bench. All of a sudden, there's better bench options. So I'd go with the same. Not starting Anthony Cook Dan Burn last time we played him. No, because he's just got back. So I wouldn't he's played, when it was half an hour, I wouldn't want to rush him into a final when you can bring him off the bench again and let him have impact and let him have been ran ragged by whether it's a Bruno out there, whether it's a Sancho out there. So no, I wouldn't start Anthony. What's your take on what Rooney said about the Glazers? Makes you laugh when he wanted to leave, saying there was no ambition at the club. That's just people. You know what that is? That's like when Ryan's on here and says some shit like we didn't hear what he said last week and it's recorded. Like we all know Rooney tried to leave Manchester United. This is well documented for lack of ambition, and I understood at the time. So for him to then turn around, first and foremost, let me get behind. I haven't watched the full clip because I don't care, because it has no bearing on what's going on at the football club. People put too much stock in their legends. We've seen what happened with Ronaldo. We've seen what happening now with Rooney and other times. I'd put no, like you was good at the time. You performed well for the club. You helped us win major trophies. Salute. Never take that away. Rooney's legacy at Manchester United is solidified. Ronaldo's legacy at Manchester United is solidified. But outside, I don't care about off the pitch. That's just sentiment. Don't care. What I'm saying, I'm really not fussed. If he believes the Glazers are good for United, cool. He an Everton fan. Let's not forget this. This is Mason Mount at Chelsea all over again when people say he's proper Chelsea. No, he's a Portsmouth fan. I'm saying he's an Everton fan. Man said when he went back to Everton, yeah, I've been sleeping in the Everton pajamas. He's an Evertonian. So if he was man, would it change his bearing on the Glazers? Maybe, but I don't pay it too much attention. It's not like he's buying the club. So that's how I look at it. Go on, Jez. Was you going to say something?
Nah, I was just saying that, you know what, just continue. I'll come back to it.
Yeah, no stress, fam. It's all good. It's all good. Let's run up the likes as well. Like Black Diamond saying in the chat, continue to get the questions in before we close out. Only at 62 likes. Get us up to 70 likes. We're looking for 5 new subscribers as well. Get us to 5,405. There's over 80 of you lot locked in. I know there's at least 5 people who haven't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule because I've already updated it all the way till next week Sunday. I've already updated it. Paul says, Chelsea fans, would you take Conte back at Chelsea now? Hopeless at Spurs, bet his fortunes would turn at Chelsea. We'll go to you first on this, Surfer.
See, Paul, I like you,
Oh,
Paul. You're a good contributor to the channel. You know what I mean? Fair dues. I respect what you put in. But I'll speak for Peter on this as well. Fuck you. I would take Conte back. Fuck you. You know what I mean? That hair plug merchant. No way, man. I'm not taking him back.
Quick question before Peter go.
Is a disaster.
Quick question before Peter go. How would you feel? How would you feel about Bowley if you were actually to bring a Conte in the summer?
Bowley out, man.
I don't know if I could say this, but I'm not going to say this.
No, don't. Just put it in the group. Chat. Put it in the chat.
All right. Yeah, well. I'll keep that one to myself.
Yeah, let me just say it right now. If you're questioning whether you should say it, you definitely shouldn't say it, man.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Yeah, I'll be nice. I'll respect the platform and all that. Road to 6K, all that good stuff. Look, Paul, you're a member. We like you here. And thank you for contributing to the show. We do appreciate you. But let me be very clear when I say this. I would rather jump off a regular one-story building onto the sidewalk that's made of cement than bring Conte back to my club. I would risk death, actual death, and certain bodily harm before having to watch Conte ball at my club again. You see all these young players that we bought that might be trash? I'm not even going to say.
Oh, they get sold.
They might be trash. He's going to sell all these guys. Next thing you know, Bastoni's going to be our left center back. Next thing you know, fucking Nainggolan at 37 years old is going to be playing center mid. Next thing you know, we're getting clapped out in Champions League harder than we're already doing. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No.
Steven Mandanda in goal.
We'll have Mandanda. Like, no. And then he'll mysteriously have some ailment. And then
Ashley Young at right wing back.
Ashley Young, right wing back. Like, oh my God, he might sign
Moses returns to the club, man.
he'll try and sign Alexandro on a free or something.
Yeah,
Like, no, absolutely not.
Bring
I would
Bonucci.
never. I would
Bring
genuinely
Oh yeah,
rather.
Bonucci.
Victor.
I would
Victor,
genuinely
it's
rather
right, man.
stick with Graham Potter than
Where else
sign
is your
Conte.
left finger?
If my options were stick with Graham Potter or sign Antonio Conte to like a 3-year deal, I'd rather stick with Graham Potter.
I'd give bring Conte back, or give Potter a new 10-year deal, or give Potter a 10-year deal right now.
Easy.
You know,
Easy.
easy.
That's
Not having
one
Conte.
question. Like the funny
Flawless,
thing
let
is
me
here.
ask you, Flawless. Hang on. Let me switch it to Flawless, right?
Yeah.
Remember when he was linked? Remember when he was linked to your guys? Yeah. How do you feel now?
Oh, you dodged a massive bullet.
Over
Right?
the mood.
Exactly.
And it's exactly why myself and other fans should, and I say this all the time, shouldn't be in charge of footballing decisions.
No, see, we're not even asking Flawless the right question. Flawless, as a person who supports Manchester United and like only wants to see Chelsea fans upset.
Yeah.
What would you, if you had the power, if you were that fat bastard Todd Bowley, right? If you had the power right now, what would you do to cause maximum pain and suffering to Chelsea? Would you sack Graham Potter and bring in Conte, or would you leave Graham Potter there?
That's only second to sacking Graham Potter and bringing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to your football club.
Good God Almighty.
That's the only second to that. But the second option would be the one you mentioned. First one, Ole, second one, Conte.
I wouldn't want it. I would gladly bring back Mourinho, and I don't think Mourinho's.
Oh, facts. I don't think that's a good idea either. But like, I could at least stomach that. Like, you guys don't understand. Guys, Conte sued us, called Chelsea Football Club an austerity club, proceeded to not beat a Roma midfield consisting of Nainggolan, fucking De Rossi, and fucking Strootman. Couldn't beat them. Went to...
Ironically, all of them declined at the same time 1 year after.
Bro, and it's like I can't even get into... Okay, so Javi Gracia, the new Leeds coach, right? You guys remember when Watford beat us 4-1 and Troy Deeney was flipping us off?
Yeah.
Gracia was the manager that day. We turned around from losing 4-1 away to Watford. We went home and played Bournemouth, lost 3-0.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. No amount of desperation is going to talk me into bringing Conte back. He already did enough damage his first time. Like, all of our players already all wanted to leave by the time he was done at the club. I don't want that. Like, trust me, some of these players need bullying, but they don't need that much bullying. No. That will actually ruin our club. More than it's already ruined.
The funny thing is, I think that after the transfer window, there were reporters asking him about how do you feel about Chelsea spending? And he's saying, like, stuff like how this is what you're supposed to do when you want to be in the top. Like, Will been at the Tottenham manager as well, losing games and shit, not performing well at his job. But that's for another day. But that Conte guy is so shameless. Just because his new owners, he would actually go back. Because he sees how much money Chelsea spent. He's so shameless, he would do it.
I think you only sign Conte if you are not in Europe. Do you know what I mean? That's why he was that's why his first season was so good.
I hear what you're saying. Makes sense.
You know what I mean? We were in Europe.
We were in Europe when we signed him.
No. I just mean, sorry. No, let me say that. I'm not where he's currently at. I'm just, if you're a club looking and you're not in Europe, you sign Conte, right? Sign Conte. He's fine. He doesn't have to worry about Europe because he's crap in it. You know.
Hey man, he's gonna have a Conference League.
Oh God, I just thought about that. I just had a flashback. I thought of Hazard up front by himself away at Man City. Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty!
Hazard up front by himself.
Oh, good Lord!
Again,
Oh
Barkley, Hazard.
I remember that game.
I just had a Vietnam flashback. Jesus Christ Almighty!
Yeah, man, it's not worth it. That would actually kill my love for the game.
Oh man, that was only 1-0 as well. You know,
I will get my joy back. Conte leave and going back to Chelsea.
Luciano Steve, thank you for the super chat saying Spalletti.
Appreciate it, Steve.
Chelsea, yes or no? I'm going to say no because while I think he's a better coach than Potter, I don't think that's really up for debate. I don't see Spalletti being a big enough name to move dynamically and kind of assume control, stepping into the situation that he's going to be stepping into should he take over at Chelsea like in the summer. I think he's a good coach. but what we need is like stability.
Hmm.
I think Spalletti's a more experienced operator, a better coach than Graham Potter. Great,
Better.
but he's still kind of an outsider, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a sort of like he's linked to jobs, but he's never given the interview. Do you know what I mean? It's like
yeah, like he's kind of like whereas
it's
like
it's an obscure. It'd be like a let's say in Italy, you would never get the Inter Milan or the Milan or Juventus jobs. You get you get like a Napoli, Lazio, Roma type of job, sort of thing.
I think he's a good coach, but like
he's a great. I think he's a very good coach. Very underrated.
Where Chelsea are, if they're gonna go with a better version of the project manager post Potter, I don't see how they can play the ditch Graham Potter card, spend 100 mils to get him in and sack him and everybody, and then they're gonna go to Spalletti and give him a 5-year. It doesn't. For where we're at, no. If we were stable and like normal, yes. Under Roman, would I have taken Spalletti? Oh yeah, 100%. But like seeing as these people want to mold us in a certain way and all that stuff, I don't see it.
See, I don't reckon the new manager gets a 5-year contract. I think he only gets a 3. No,
like any manager should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I think, but
or 2+1 or something.
I think he would be more comfortable anyway staying at Napoli anyway, even though Chelsea is a very good job.
Stay at Napoli, man. The way they're going, I'd stay at Napoli, bro. I'd stay at Napoli. 1 or 2 more years. They still got that. Because I don't think. Listen, I don't think they're going to get. They're going to win a title. They're going to get Champions League again. They might even. You know what? They could win it this season. And that's not a far thing to say. You know what I mean?
Not that crazy. It's not as crazy as it was.
Not crazy. It's not crazy, right? The draw. They get a good quarterfinal draw, like a Benfica or something like that, or Dortmund or something like that.
Look through the UCL ties. No disrespect to Jez, but his team's playing Milan. One of those shit teams has to go through.
Yeah, go through.
Right? One of Inter or Porto are going to be in the next round.
Yeah.
And then, like, we,
also
by some grace of God, might be in the next round. Or, like, I think Napoli could beat Dortmund.
Yeah. Yeah, they can, yeah.
Benfica and Club Brugge.
Brugge and Benfica. So it's probably going to be
Bayern Munich. And then you have to Bayern Munich, PSG. And even this Bayern Munich, though, even though they're leading right now, they're not really convincing.
I don't know, man. I watched Napoli today again because I refused to watch Bournemouth City. I'm sorry.
Yes, I was watching that game too.
But yeah, I watched Napoli against.
Not coming from the man that watched Southampton Leeds, but go on, carry on.
Yeah,
hey.
It's coming from the man who can't add 5 to 6, but it's cool.
It's actually 5 to 5,395, but go on, carry on.
Once again, we have no proof of this whatsoever. You know what I mean?
But no, yeah, to get back to the whole Spalletti point, I like him, seems smart, good idea. Under like the Roman model, if we had appointed somebody like a Spalletti at the time and we had appointed somebody like a Sarri, it would have made sense. But it just doesn't make sense for where we're at. I also don't think this Napoli team's going to get torn apart, though.
I don't either, man.
You think it's going to stick around? Why do you think it's going to stick around?
At least one more year. One more.
They're going to stick around one more year because Kvaratskhelia has 4 years left on his deal.
Oh, get what you mean.
If they win
this, they're going to win the Serie A title, and they get to us because one side of this draw and the quarterfinal draw is going to be an easy passage to the final, right? One side there, right? If they get on that side, they could easily get to the final. They're going to run it back one more year, then because they'll say to Cravadino, whatever we call him, Oshiman, like Elmas and the rest, like let's go, one more season and then you can go off. Do you know what I mean? It's like that.
Oh yeah, because Oshiman has 2 years left on his deal in the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be a ludicrous amount of money to get Oshiman out of there.
How much? They paid a ludicrous? Didn't they pay a ludicrous?
They paid like 66 million euros.
Yeah,
or whatever.
And he's improved and given his transfer market.
But like I'm talking like price. If you don't go there and offer them like 130 million euros, I don't see why they're even picking up the phone.
Yeah, and you got
even when you know how Napoli been just in history in terms of selling players, like Carabao only really left because
he left.
Exactly. Insigne, Mertens, all these guys never left because they were not willing to sell. They're even trying to get Kvaratskhelia to sign a new deal. They're trying to get Kim and Jay trying to sign a new deal.
I laughed on Twitter when someone said, "Oh, you could get him for 90 million." I laughed.
90 million.
million.
No.
90
Yeah,
million,
laugh you
bro.
out the office.
It's crazy. Like you can't, especially. And see, the thing is, one thing about Napoli is, and we should have to respect is, you can't bully them into accepting a lower bid, even if the player wants out.
Yeah, they
It's
don't
been known that
get bullied in the market.
Yeah,
exactly. So, I mean, at this stage right now, Kvaratskhelia is untouchable. He's like, Osimhen, they're probably willing to let him go, but that will take money, a lot of money, and you would imagine that they would probably ask more money for Kvaratskhelia than for Osimhen.
Well,
And
let's
Osimhen is
think
gonna
about it this way,
be
right?
expensive
2 years
already.
left. 2 years left. 130 million euros for Osimhen. Who even has that bread to put up?
yeah, exactly. No one.
Very few teams. It's a select few. You
So
know, the top
Bayern
ones.
are out, right? PSG, I guess, kind of have the bread, maybe. Okay. Juve, hilarious. No. Nobody else in Serie A has that.
Anyway, it needs to be a team where the project makes even sense to him to go to.
But yeah, also, that's the other parameter here. So, like, Harry Kane is the other striker who might be on the move, maybe, right? So, like, let's just say United need a striker.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, sure. 130 M's maybe to Man United. Because remember, at Chelsea, next year, you're already signing an Nkunku for 60 million or whatever.
Is he a wide player or is he a 10?
But like my point is, are you gonna?
No, I'm just asking that, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, he's not really a through the middle kind of player. But like, you're already signing Nkunku. You already have Lukaku, who's not going to be bought permanently by Inter, most likely. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, there's not really obvious places for an Osimhen next summer. But no, yeah, I don't know. And I understand people think, oh, they're in good form. They're at a nice, trendy team. Somebody's going to buy them. You guys, with De Laurentiis in the market, you pay the money or you fuck off. And that's it. That's about it. So if he says, hey, you want Kvaratskhelia 150 million, like, he could literally say there and say, you know what, 200 million euros.
100%, because Mutu went for 100 in euros.
And this is the thing.
But before you, man, continue, Marcel says here, I wanted to get to this. We'll hold that for just 1 second. Who saw Martinelli's tribute? Yeah, who saw Martinelli's tribute to Steven on Twitter, the Arsenal fan that passed away? Salute to Martinelli for that. I didn't know this, Marcel, so thanks for bringing this up, because I know, you know what I'm saying, Steven was a big fan of
very nice
Martinelli. So, like, I'm loving that Martinelli did this. Again, RIP to Steven. For those that don't know, he's been on the channel before. He's a member of the channel, S. Featley TV. I've been on his channel a couple times as well.
Very classy.
He passed away a few days ago. RIP to him again. And the fact that Martinelli did this, love this. Much
Very
bigger
good.
than football. Like, I'm legit going to go look for it afterwards and go retweet and like that. Like, I love that. And I know he'll be over the moon about that as well. So, yeah, man. Marcel, thank you for letting us know, because I didn't know about this. That's all. So, RIP to Steven every single time. Yeah, man, we're going to miss him 100%. That's my guy. We're going to miss him. Go on, PR. Carry on, say what you were saying.
Oh, no, it's just Steve. Shout out to the super chat.
Yeah. He says Napoli don't mess around. Aurelio, how do you pronounce that name?
De Laurentiis, yeah, he kept all the guys around
kept
for forever.
Insigne, Koulibaly, Hamzik around for a while. Look how much they got for Higuain. LOL.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, people think this team's gonna get torn apart for like chump change. No,
No chance. Like, you would need, like, this sort of thing. Like, let's say Chelsea, they'll go in and say either one of Osimhen or Kvaratskhelia, they want to have one of them because they're the two hottest players right now in the market. Napoli gonna look at how much did they pay for Enzo?
105 million pounds.
How much did you pay Mudryk for?
Based
on that, they will go and ask that money.
Jez, it's very simple. How much do Milan value Rafael Leao? What do you reckon?
It depends on the contract situation, to be honest.
Okay, so let's just say no, but even with the contract right now, will they want 75, 80 million, something like that?
I was gonna say 90. I thought it would have been
90.
Probably, yeah.
I will gladly say this right now. Cravadonna is far superior player than Leao. Okay, in my opinion, yeah. And they want 90 million for Leao, so you're starting at 120 basis, 130 for just to get in the room for Cravadinho. So you know it's this guy. Do you remember, I don't know if you remember, Flores. Do you remember in the early 2000s? Remember the Lyon guy, the president of Lyon? He was remarked as being one of the toughest negotiators in football, like trying to get their players out.
We're going.
Yeah, you remember? It's like this is what De Laurentiis is, right? I mean, he only sold Koulibaly because he was 31 and got down to his last year's contract. 2 years previously, when Koulibaly was 29, he was asking for 75 to 80 million euros for Koulibaly. Yeah, 29. Yeah, this guy is one of the. He's like Daniel Levy, much to Jez's chagrin, I know, but do you know what I mean? It's like, like the negotiator is just it's just ridiculous. He will. Yeah, that's what I mean. You're going to go in there. It's like you weren't here. I think I saw. Was it Danny Devil in the details going? Yeah, he's on Twitter earlier today. Yeah, it was something about. I'm paraphrasing. It was something about. Yeah, I'm okay if we go for 90 million for Cravadon. I was like, 90 million. They'll laugh you out the room at 90 million. 90 million gets you their phone number. That's it, man. Do you know what I mean? 90 million.
Actually, it's crazy. I'm hoping that whoever they draw, like, because they'll get through the next Champions League round, that it's not the same day as Real Madrid. I'm actually trying to sit and watch this Napoli team for like a full night.
You should.
I'm trying to. I just don't want to watch Serie A. And I wanted to but then they drew. It was Real Madrid.
I'm only watching Serie A because of Napoli, man. I'm not watching Serie A for anything else.
Nah, I know it's not because of that. I'm just like, but
you watch a good team. It's a very good team.
Because you man did be taught. I know, like you lot and the chat be mentioning them all the time about them being a good team.
They scored 2 goals today in 20 minutes. I've never seen Chelsea do that.
The funny thing is here, when you look at the core as well, that even the core, their whole core pretty much got torn apart in the summer. Not the whole core, but a couple of players stayed, like Zielinski. But they lost the goalkeeper. They lost Koulibaly. They lost Insigne. Mertens left. A bunch of key members who have high influence in the team left. And they didn't make profit because obviously all of them either ran out the contract or they had 1 year left. So they didn't make a lot of money. They replaced the whole core for like 70 M's. And now they're one of the best teams this season. And this is the thing where I give a lot of credit for Spalletti, not only be able to work with these guys, but also create a team that nobody wants to play against. Like, generally speaking, when I talk about one of the teams that in the world you look at and say you don't want to play against, somebody like United at the moment, you don't want to play Arsenal. And Napoli is one of them. You don't want to play against them, which is crazy. Last season, or the season before, they battled the last second to make even top 4. Now they're all of a sudden here looking like one of the best teams in the world. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you're not getting these type of players for that easy. Like, you will have to put in money in there to get these guys. And
don't think you can go bargain shopping in Naples. Not this time. Don't think you can. Like, if you think you're gonna get those guys for an acceptable price, no. Like, it doesn't make sense. And Napoli are not, because guys, they're gonna win their first Serie A since 1990. They've only won 2 league titles in the history. They're about to make it 3. They won 1 UEFA Cup. They've got no Champions Leagues. They actually have a chance with this core of players
to win the Champions.
Not gonna rip it apart for free. That's why I'm not even getting myself excited at signing Kvaratskhelia, because we signed Mudryk. That was our big, like, left midfield kind of splash signing, which makes me sad, but it is what it is. If I could flip them Mudryk and 50 M's for Kvaratskhelia, which I don't know why they would take that, but if I could, I would.
Is he a right winger or a left winger?
He exclusively plays left wing.
Okay,
he's right footed.
He exclusively plays left wing, man.
Yeah, he's an inverted winger.
Okay, yeah. I was just asking. Yeah, I was just asking for clarification. That's all.
Man.
Hey, big up everyone that's still tapped in. Over 80 of you lot. We're at 72 likes. Let's get up to 80 likes, you lot. Let's get up to 80 likes. And we're too short of the next subscriber mark. I know there's at least 2 people here who have not subscribed. Yep. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, because you're here because you're enjoying the content, which is all well and good. And we provide this content on a daily basis, people. So hit the notification bell. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. It is road to 6K. But get us to 5,405, 2 subs, and get us up to 80 likes as well. But hit that like button. Steve, again, big up for the super chat. And of course, if you super chat, we'll get straight to your question or comment. Don't worry, I've started all the best ones. Steve says it's war tomorrow, flawless. Absolutely. Matthew says, flawless, would you rotate the side a fair bit for the FA Cup game with West Ham, especially with the next league game being Liverpool? Just want to put them in their place big time. No, This is going to be unpopular opinion. The bigger game is West Ham. No, the most important game is West Ham. The bigger game is Liverpool because that's the biggest game in the country. That's the biggest game in the league. But in terms of importance, I said this on this run that we're on. That's least important. Is that underneath the only game underneath that in take the Barcelona game into consideration? The only game that's below this Liverpool game in terms of importance is the Southampton one. In games like that's just to me. I'm looking at the cups, the Barcelona second leg, Carabao Cup final, West Ham in the FA Cup, like those three, and then you have Liverpool away, and then you have Southampton. So I know I wouldn't rotate. West Ham haven't, even though they're in terrible form. I know they won today 4-0, but they're in terrible form. They're going to be banged up for that. That's not going to be easy. That is not going to be easy. David Moyes is going to have him well drilled, and again, all the pressure is on us. All of the pressure is on us. So I want to see a full strength side against that West Ham team, and I expect Ten Hag to do that. I don't think he'll rest players at what's it called? He'll rest players at Anfield, but we got actually, that being said, we play Real Betis just after Liverpool. That's added in. That's a more important game. It's about the cups. For me, we ain't winning the Premier League. By the time we resume the Premier League, Arsenal play Wednesday in the Premier League, and then they play before us, I think, the Saturday. They could be 14 points clear of Manchester United, albeit I think it's with 2 games in hand. But we're not, I'm still adamant about this. We're not good enough to win the league. Yes, we'll finish top 4. That's all well and good. We can do a treble. We can do something very, very
Liverpool, you
historic.
Treble.
Yeah, man, the Mickey Mouse treble from 01, 100%. That's why I call it a treble and not the treble. But it's still a treble coming off the back of our worst ever season. And what a start that would be for Ten Hag. Like that, any doubts is knocked out the park if we do that. Like there's no doubts now. Now he's got players' full trust, fans, apart from a few idiots, will have their full trust as well. So yeah, and it can be a great catalyst to go on and kick on next season and go have a good summer and go challenge for the Premier League. Go be a dark horse in the Champions League. That's what I want. So I don't want to waste it on bragging rights. You said there, Liverpool put them in their place. Of course, I despise them. They're number 1 ups. Never want to lose there. I can literally reel off the top of my head all our victories at Anfield. That's how much I dislike them. I'm saying I'll tell you who scored the goals when, but it's just bragging rights. That's it. Well, that's just me. Obviously, that's unpopular opinion. Score predictions for the cup final tomorrow, says Marcel. I got 2-0 United. Jez, what are you saying? 2-0 Manchester United.
I think it's going to be a 2-1 Manchester United one.
You want Seffel?
Newcastle quite defensively, although they're slipping at the moment.
Defensively good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, I agree with Jez. I think it's going to be a close 2-1 game. I think when I say 2-1, I think Newcastle will obviously score a consolation. Right.
Yeah, because it's a final. It's been a minute since they're final. I think they're going to get at least one.
Yeah. Wait, when's the last time it's a final? Wait, was the last time final? Was it against you in '99?
Yeah, 99. Yep. Yep.
Oh, shit, talked about it earlier.
Yep.
Good Lord,
99.
last millennium, bro.
99. Yep. I'm saying 2-0. Pio, what are you saying?
1-1 United winning pens.
Okay. The Gea saving penalties, yeah? All right.
Wait, in the final, is there extra time?
Yeah. Maybe extra time. Extra time. There will be 100%.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, we went.
Yeah, extra time, yeah. Maybe extra time. Yeah, you lot had two shootouts.
Yeah.
100%. Even Steve's saying, unfortunately, 2-1 Manchester United. So even he's not like, yeah, they're going to win that. Yeah, I don't see him rotating at Anfield either. I'm not with the rotate. Play. You might have top professionals at the highest level playing at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Play ball.
And I think you know what it is? I think Ten Hag understands the important. See, Ten Hag is someone who
it might have any choice.
Rotate unless
say that again,
let's say you play Liverpool.
Run that back, Jez.
But let's say there was Liverpool. Let's say there was Liverpool in the game game, but then the next game is a final. I think then I would probably understand it. But Ten Hag understands rivalries. He understands what it means to the fans.
100%.
He wouldn't rotate, in my opinion. I would be shocked if he would rotate.
I don't think he rotates either way. Yeah, go on, Seffel.
Well, the issue is, you say rotate. The squad's not that big to rotate to begin with.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I mean, say you want to rotate, you want to rate Rashford. What's your front three if you rest Rashford?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Vegas, Anthony, and Sancho or something like that?
It's called TV off. Have a nice day. That's what it's called.
Yeah, from the Southampton fan.
Yeah.
That's man. Weghorst doesn't look how to play playing for us.
Imagine he'd improve you lot tenfold.
He already got relegated once, mate. Come get relegated again.
Oh, I thought you about to staying up. What you see? You in relegation now? Yeah.
Nah, man. We got
C1.
We got C1's co-dealer up top, man. We have no chance.
Who is this guy that you keep calling?
Watch you. He's shit, man. He's shit.
Oh, is he that bad?
Let me find the fail comp.
Yeah. So Jordan Juicy.
Fail comp. Just played the whole 90 minutes on today, man. That's the fail comp.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Wow.
That guy does not pass the eye test.
Oh, yeah, and to Black Diamond, you said, yo, you can see a Lindelof Maguire against West Ham. Yeah, I can see him rested. I'm just not with that. But you say, that being said, we should be able to get past West Ham rotating. So we should be able to get past West Ham rotating. Rotating like how he did it. When I say rotating, I ain't talking 5-6. I'm talking 2 or 3.
Hey, man, West Ham
rotation.
cup double and relegation would be saucy.
For who?
West Ham.
This guy. Are they still in?
They're in the Conference League, mate.
Oh, right, because you said cup double. Yeah. They are they in the Conference League?
Yeah, they've been in the Conference League all year.
They're in their group.
Yeah, they won their group.
Yeah, they won the group. Yeah, so I think they're playing some weird team that they don't even know, to be honest.
They're playing Larnaca, I think. They're playing a Cypriot team.
Yes. So
see, guys, I'm a self-proclaimed man of football, so I know these things. Don't refer to the
you can keep that title.
Hey, Cyprus is too far out of my maps, man. Sorry.
Friday your maps. Come on.
Hope Apoel Nicosia, as far as I go, is Cypriot team, bro. It's all good.
Hey man, shout out Apoel Nicosia. They beat Lyon in the Champions League like the year we won it. That was jokes. That was jokes. They're playing Real Madrid for some reason.
Who's playing Real Madrid?
Apoel when in the Champions League they played in the quarterfinals like a long time ago.
That's
you had Jose Mourinho some random pitch in Cyprus.
So mad. It's not say 5 more likes scales up to 80 likes, people. 2 more subscribers as well. Come on, let's do that, please. And when I say rotating, I'm talking about like a centre back, a full back, one of the midfielders. That's as far as it goes. It's not wholesale. It's not 5 or 6. And Tuesday, Ten Hag don't really rotate like that. We don't really. We've seen him do our Leeds. And when I say rotate, he just didn't play Varane, and he played Lindelof one game and then played Maguire the other. Because we don't have the squad to do it, and 2, it doesn't seem he likes to do that anyway. So it's like, yeah, we should get past West Ham. Regardless of what 11's out there, I trusted to get past West Ham. 100%. I do, even though they will be bang up for it, and it's not going to be easy. We're not going to beat them 4-5-0, not a chance. They're not just going to come and roll over. Like David Moyes they're going to sit in that low block and try heels on a counter attack. Typical what David Moyes does.
Moyes.
I'm confident. Yeah, Moyes. Got the job on the technicality. Yo, big up Andy Tate every single time.
Andy Tate, classic. Captain, leader, legend.
Classic. Legend.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
by the way, this was a question that this is something I wanted to ask you earlier for us.
Yeah.
Are you worried about Bruno G coming back?
Yeah, of course. He improves them. Like, without him, their midfield is just workman. Like, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Willock. It's just hella just runners. I'm saying, and that's no disrespect. That's what the eye wears. Bruno G adds some actual, like, more quality on the ball. So, yes, even though Nick Pope being out is great, let me know in the chat who's actually going to be in goal, people. Because people told me Karius was injured, but I don't know. But yeah, Bruno G.
Karius is fine.
Is he? Oh, is it? So
Karius is fine. Yeah, he's not. That's not.
Yeah, Bruno G coming back is as soon as he got sent off in the semi-final, I was like, "Oh, does he miss the game?" I'm still pissed he don't miss it now because he should. How you get sent off in a competition in the semi-final and still make the final? I mean, no sense. Like
they need to change the rule.
This shoe's dumb, so dumb. Yeah, Bruno G is the greatest spark in that team, and for a team that don't create a lot, if you take away that creative spark, they're gonna suffer. Yes, they have players who can hit you on the break and hurt you. I've said this, your Almirons, your St. Maximums, like Wilson, Isaac. But I just trust us to do business because we have a better team.
But to be fair, the issue right now for the attackers is like their attackers are also not quite the clinical finishers either. It would be just very ironic for them to just all of a sudden turn up on the final and just be clinical as fuck. If that happens, United could be unlucky with that if they just decide to be very good finishers on today.
Yeah, but it could be one of them. That's why I said it's not out of realms of possibility.
That's what I'm saying. Finals, I usually always forget about like what the team was going into those finals. You at the final, and you just play. Just play.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm confident going there. Yeah, but it's not. We definitely win. That's why I'm not saying I'm not here. I'm not doing the Chuck. I'm not guaranteeing nothing. I ain't the Rock. I ain't Chuck. You know what I'm saying? So I know these things can go wrong in an instant. All it takes is one decision, one bad refereeing decision, one injury, one moment of magic from a Bruno G, and then boom, or one of your team just having an off day, which can happen. I really don't want that because then if we get to another final, the pressure's really on. Manchester United lose this final, whatever final we next get to, whether it's this season, the season after, it then becomes a thing. And if we don't win that, then it's like, oh, can you get over the like Ollie with semi-finals? I lost like 5 or 6 or wherever it was. Like that's the thing. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm confident going into it. Like I'm confident going into every match. 9 trophies I've seen Man United win on the TV, make it 20. Tomorrow's at 19. I don't even know how many trophies I've seen United win. I just know it's a lot and it's multiple times.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, before we close out. Yeah, man. Before we close out, Jez, final prediction on Tottenham Chelsea. Score prediction.
You want my honest opinion?
Yes.
2-0 Chelsea.
Okay. Petros.
What?
Spurs Chelsea.
Who cares, man?
Final prediction.
2-0 Tottenham.
2-0. Okay. Sefa.
1-0. 1-0.
I was gonna say draw, but since you said 1-1, I say 0-0. I think it'll be a draw.
Let's say, guys, it's not going to be a high-scoring affair. I know these guys have said 2. You know, it's not going to be a high-scoring affair. Yeah.
You got Kai the guy out there, man. Kai the guy Havertz.
Right, so hold on. Is it going to be like the 24th game? Is this the 24th game or the 23rd game that is going to be played?
Oh, is it the 25th?
Yeah, it's game week 25, I think.
Yeah, but
we still have Liverpool to make up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because Chelsea's still up. Yeah, so Chelsea needs to score 1 and then concede 1 for the draw. And then they have 24 games, 24 goals, 24 conceded.
Let's go.
And then they have 8 draws, 8 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses.
Let's go. Shout out.
The perfect balance.
Like a great midfield. Like Chelsea's midfield. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, people, we are going to close out. This show is fortnightly. So you get it every other Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You get it every other. Ain't no fun when the rabbits, because the amount of shit these two in particular were talking when these man was on Smoke with Tuchel and winning champs and all this bullshit.
Can I ask which which side of your mouth do you chew with more?
I don't know why.
Well, that's the sign I'm going to uppercut.
You've been threatening me. You've been threatening me physically for a long time. To the point where it's getting concerning. Peter's been doing it.
This guy thinks I'm not going to do it, Peter. Yeah, I'm going to.
The worrying part.
You know what?
I'm very concerned.
I'll make a commitment right now. I'm going to save up, and I'm going to pay for Peter's ticket to fly over, and we're going to 3D you through a table, Dudley boys. That's what we're going to do.
I'm just why are you not so bad at me? I don't understand.
Listen,
let's talk about this.
I'm not
Shut up, Mr. Therapist, nigga.
Yeah.
Shut up. You ain't trying to talk about this.
Mediator.
I don't get where all this negative energy is coming from.
Hey, you're not Graham Potter. Save your emotional intelligence. I want to hear that, boss.
Shove your dream journal up your ass,
I definitely wouldn't go 2-16, 100%.
Yeah, take your dream journal and shove it. Yeah, we're going to 3D you. That's what I'm flying
all this stuff, yo. All the smoke.
Peter's only going to be here for like an hour. We're going to 3D through the table. I'm going to fly him back.
Yeah, I'm going to make the crimes dip so fast they can't even deport me.
Exactly.
Oh, these Chelsea fans are aggressive, you know what I'm saying? C1 in the chat, Victor in the chat. I'm like, these man used to be so nice.
It's C1, Jowday.
One more Jowday tweet.
Jowday, I'm a tweet.
I'm blocking you, I swear.
I'm going to retweet that C1, man. Jowday, man, with the picture. Like,
that's all right.
Hey, it's the Joe Felix Petropol derby.
Oh my god! Yeah, people. Like I said, fortnightly. Anyway, you get this show, the Manchester United, Chelsea, and Spurs show. Every other Saturday here. Every other Saturday, 11 p.m. You get it. There's a playlist up before you go.
Our last show with Graham Potter as the boss.
Well, you think he don't make it?
If we don't win any of the next 3, yeah.
After the Dortmund game.
Oh, yeah, because what's it called? Yeah, we're
next
gonna
one
have
we
to.
have
The last one with Graham Potter is the boss, mate.
That being said, people as well, because I like you, because I'm a man of the people.
Oh, yeah,
People's
Conte couldn't
profit.
be
You see
either,
that
man.
game, Chelsea Dortmund's on Tuesday, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
Tuesday
It's
night.
gonna, it's gonna be on the Tuesday and we're
Tuesday
gonna be on the
night. So what we
Wednesday.
will do, people, is I will put the Q&A that's on the Wednesday on the Tuesday, and then the United Liverpool show with Saint. I'll move to the Wednesday. What do you mean? It's for the people.
How considerate of you, man.
I'm like, that's what you mean, man.
What
For
type
the
of
people,
people?
man. I'm mad at the people,
Fuck
man. The
people.
people's profit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're not mad at the people.
Man of the
The
people.
people know. You know what I'm
Man
saying?
of
That's
the
me.
people.
You know
Man, this right there, man.
You know what this is? Flawless has a date on Wednesday with his Canadian girlfriend now.
So why am I moving the Q&A to? I mean, not the Q&A. I'm moving the show with Saint to the Wednesday night. So I'm still.
You're gonna
doing
have
the
the
same
show
episode.
earlier. You're gonna have the show earlier, like right after
Nah,
the game. So you can go
No,
link.
no. It won't be. It'll be 11:30.
Cap.
It'll be half. Wait, that'll be midnight actually.
Yeah, look at Flawless trying to calculate
Midnight.
time in his head, man. He's struggling.
Yeah, midnight.
It's all
I
right,
was trying to
guys.
think. Midnight.
What Flawless isn't telling you is I'll be hosting the Dortmund game. Flawless won't be here. That's why.
No. I'll be no. I'm doing Chelsea Dortmund on the Twitch. I'll be there.
You don't know?
100%.
You
I'll
know,
be there, man. Do the watch along.
You know, it won't be there.
Yeah, you won't be there, fam. I know.
I was gonna say Jez, but
Jez will be there. Jez will be there.
I would be there no matter what.
Yeah, Jez
But
will be there.
for the Tottenham game,
But
I
yeah,
won't
just
be
for
there.
you lot. Well, that's what I'll do. You know what I'm saying for that.
I
game.
forgot actually. You know what? Because Conte could be back for the Milan game. If you look at that game as well, he might be not there in the job either. So we could be managerless for both teams by the time.
Yeah, but yours will leave at the end of the season. That's the difference.
Nah. He's gonna leave mid-season. I feel it. I have a feeling in my stomach.
So yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. We hit the second subscriber mark as well.
I hate my Chinese, man.
Big up to you lot. We hit the second subscriber mark, 5,405. So big up, man. Salute to you lot. Salute to you lot. Appreciate it.
how many subscribers
Likes as
did we
well.
get today?
Say again.
How many subscribers did we get in this stream?
I think it was like 12. I can't remember what we started with.
Probably like 22. Way Flawless does.
Yeah, it might be like 17.
Yeah. Might be 4.
Flawless, man. Guys, in all seriousness, if we were gonna bodily harm Flawless, we wouldn't say it on stream.
Yeah. There we go, people. It's all, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
We're
not
just
saying
running
we're
back
not
to
gonna
jokes.
do it, but we're not saying we are gonna do it. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, big up everybody, love and support, all that stuff.
Yes.
I don't fucking know when we're doing something on whatever next, whatever.
I was gonna get to that. Twitch people, we're live in just over half an hour. 1:30 is the NBA Courtside Commentary Podcast NBA Eastern Conference mid-season preview. We did the Western Conference yesterday, so that's on the Twitch. It's on all the audio platforms as well. The links for everything, all the audio platforms, is underneath in the description anyway. So we're gonna go to the Twitch.
Flawless.
So download the Twitch app, sign up for free, and then you can watch and comment on YouTube the same way you do on Twitch. Yeah, go on.
Check the group chat. That's your future, bro.
This guy, man. This guy.
Check it out.
I'll check it. I'll check it 1 second. Let's see.
Check the man United in the group chat too.
I'm gonna have a look right now.
That's
You
your
know,
future. Yeah, it's your future.
what I'm saying. See how me
Man sent me that. It's your future, man.
these man's teams does bad and they blame me, you know. But it's alright. I'm a man.
Not
of the
blaming
people,
you
so I'm used to
whatsoever,
it.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a you problem.
You know what I'm saying? Sure,
That's a
Jess.
you problem, man.
Yeah.
Tell him, Jess. Jess is our Spike Dudley, man. Jess is our Spike Dudley, man.
What do you think's throwing us the chair from outside the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what Jez is like. Oh, he's a man of chaos. But yes, love to everyone that's locked in. Catch you lot in half an hour on the Twitch, and then tomorrow we're back on the Twitch. Tottenham versus Chelsea watch along. There will be no watch along for the Carabao Cup final, but of course to end your weekend as always, Sunday night, midnight Q&A. So we'll be discussing the Carabao Cup final. We'll be discussing Spurs, Chelsea, and whatever you lot in the comments ask. But big up, much appreciated to everyone who's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show. Man name United, Ballers at the Bridge, talking that Tottenham talk podcasts live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.
Conte out.